it is no longer news that certain sad developments occurred during the week under review. We had cases of abductions in the northeast, northwest, and in the north central. And in those cases, like for that in the northeast, where the internal displaced persons left the camp without the authorities, without the approval or knowledge of the camp authorities. And they also went beyond the permissible distance for which, if they are to go beyond that, the military must be notified. In that instance, they left early in the morning, and it was at about 20-30 hours, which is 8 p.m. in the evening, before the camp authorities notified the military that certain internal displaced persons had not returned to camp, haven't left the camp since in the morning. It was at that time that the military got to know that an abduction had taken place by the terrorists. In the situation in Sokoto, very similar. The terrorists invaded the village at about 0100 hours, which is 1 a.m. And the military did not get to know about the abduction of 16 pupils, otherwise called Almajiris, until about 1500 hours, otherwise called 3 p.m. Similarly, in the case in Kuriga, Kaduna State, where students were abducted, the event that was to take place, the military was not notified prior. And then when the abduction took place, the military got to know hours after. So if you look at these situations, you will know that the common denomination in them is the failure to notify the military on time in order for us to be able to carry out speedy search and rescue, and even, if possible, the rescue of the hostages even before it takes place. But be that as it may, the situation has already occurred. Like I always say, war is full of complexities and ugly incidences. And that war which we are experiencing in Nigeria is not an exception. And like I've mentioned earlier, that we will not rest until these hostages are recovered and returned back to their homes.